Hello and welcome to this SSN method oblique situation. I get this request all of the time, and if you're not sure, obliques are the core muscles on the side of your body. There are internal ones that you won't really see and external ones that you can see. And we're going to work with things that you definitely have at home: towel and a mat. So you'll need a floor that you can slide on. And we're going to be focusing on making a lot of space. So lengthening your side body, which immediately helps things look longer and leaner, and then also strengthening there. So you've got your towel handy, and then we're going to start just by taking a moment to lift your ribs away from your hips. So if you find that you're sinking, we're going to try to create that space. Bring your arms by your sides, as if you've had stripes like I do. And then we're going to start to side bend. Now, many things can happen here. Number one, you may be surprised that what looks not that exciting feels quite difficult. And a few things to take note of. Try to keep your hip bones stacked right on top of your knees, and try to not let your hips sink back as you're going. So we're maintaining the structure of your lower body while we mobilize and strengthen your upper body. There's still a lift through the navel. And if you find that you're looking down and crunching, we're actually trying to make the side you're bending towards stay long. So it's easy to lengthen the side of your body that's not reaching down. Think of lifting up so much that there's integrity and length in both obliques, in both waistlines. So I use this a lot, but think of this work as ironing out the tissue, the muscles, the skin, what you see and how you feel. So anytime you iron a dress, a suit, steam clean, whatever your preference is, it looks better. Things lay more smoothly. So this mobility, which supports your strength, is really going to change the way your muscle tissue feels and looks, and how it functions as well. So all of that, yes, will boost your metabolism, help change your posture, give you more confidence. The list goes on, but it also starts to really help things just lay really smooth. So everything that you do is going to feel more free, spacious, connected, and strong. Win-win. Now, pick a side and start to shift down towards it. So we're going to hang there for a second. And it's an active hang, not releasing, meaning we've got the hip bones still stacked over your kneecaps. Open your chest and let your fingertips reach down. You may be halfway up. You may be having more of your weight down than I am. Wherever you're at, keep pressing the hips forward. Little teeny pulses down. So again, lots of length happening here. And then there's a crunching or a compression. Even though we're still trying to elongate, the side you're bending towards will undoubtedly get a little bit shorter. To combat that, push down through the opposite knee. So I'm pulsing down with my right hand, and my left knee is going to anchor really, really seriously. Then I'm going to come up. Oh, that's a lot. I'm going to lower down to the hip and elbow that I was just leaning towards. So I was leaning towards the right. I'm going to place my right forearm down, right hip down, top hand on my hip, and start to lift up and down. So we were already elongating the top side and already engaging or flexing the lower side. We're continuing with that trim. So when you lift up and you think you're done, scoop up a little bit more. So it may look like a crescent moon. This is really a slightly abridged side plank, but with less pressure on your shoulder. If you feel a lot of pressure on your shoulder, make sure you're not letting your shoulder lean over your elbow. The architecture is such that you've got elbow down, shoulder directly on top. Next time you're up, we're going to stay there. Take your top hand behind your head. Push your head back. Many pulses up with your hips for 10, 9. You are likely feeling this lower waistline very acutely, which means you're doing great. Then we're going to exhale, lower your top elbow towards your bottom hand, and then lower your hips, open your chest to the ceiling. So push into the forearm, exhale, rotate. We're twisting through your spine, which helps to define your waistline and also give you more mobility. If for any reason you don't like how this is feeling, you can have your bottom knee come forward so you have a broader base of support. So I went bottom knee forward, top knee back. It's harder to lift the hips there, but less pressure down on the shoulder. I'm going to do the last four with my knees stacked for 4, 3, 2. Oh, harder than it looks. Last 10, come on up. Hold your elbow down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Now to finish that side off, you're going to fold your mat in. I'm going to scooch it over to the side. Then come on up to stand on your knees and take the leg. So this, we had one arm reaching overhead earlier on. Take that leg onto the towel. Lift your hips up, still pushing them right over your knee. Remember, we leaned over to this side. Do that a few times. The goal is to reach out as far as you can and then come on up. We reach out and inhale. We lift up and exhale. Reach out and inhale. And then lift up and exhale. Let's do 5 more. As you're moving, keep anchoring through your straight leg, and that will help to define and create more connection to the top obliques. Coming up to the end of this side, don't worry. We're going to stay down on this one. Now take your top hand behind your head. You're going to exhale, slide your leg forward in front of the mat, and then slide it out to the side and maybe back behind you. Exhale forward, absolutely engaging your top oblique. And you're pushing into the mat with your bottom hand to engage the lower oblique. Now we're going to add some flexion or rounding the spine as the leg comes forward, and then some extension as the leg goes back and you open the chest. So exhale, push into your bottom hand, scoop your core away from your waistband. And then inhale, open, think of rotating your chest to the ceiling. Exhale, scoop in. And then inhale, lengthen back and open the chest. Exhale, push the waist away from the floor. And then inhale, open your chest back up. 3 more. Really nice here. So we're getting a lot of mobility, which again helps to open the muscles, open the fascia, which is on top of the muscles. And then we're building, because the leg is staying straight, we're building a ton of length. Last time, as the leg comes forward, hold there. Pulse it forward, focusing on engaging these top obliques. You have 3, 2, 1. Now let the leg come back, open your chest, pulse the leg and elbow back for 3, 2. It's going to be small. 1. Bring your leg in line with your bent knee. Big inhale, lengthen your waist. Hard to get up here, but you can do it. Exhale. Lift all the way up. Amazing. Now we're going to scooch back, move your towel, unfold the mat, and we're going to start on the other side. So clear the Etch-a-Sketch. All you know is that it's going to be great, and you're halfway done. Take a moment, lift up through the front of the pelvis, roll your shoulders back, and then just for a kick, side bend to the first side. We just did, we did so much there. And now go to the other side and see. This is actually my more challenging side, but it feels much easier than this side because we did so much. So what I love is that we always get this evidence that the work actually works, and we can change patterns that can sometimes feel permanent, right? We know we have a shorter side or a stronger side. We believe that that will be true for all of time. But with really intentional movement and just a dedication to allowing things to change, to surrendering to a change, it can happen. And then the next time, so this is the side we went to. Now we're going to the other side. We're going to hold there. Lift through the breastbone. Press your hips forward. And then you can have your free hand behind your head. Could stretch overhead, beyond your hip. Look forward or look down. And then the little pulses. So I encourage you to really hang at your edge and then move deeper from there. Cool. And the reason for that is we don't need to be a bobbing apple. but we want to be really in the depths where we are moving the needle on both our strength and flexibility. As you're doing this, your opposite knee is pushing down, which is going to continue to define your waistline. There's still a lift in the chest. We're not hanging, we're not collapsing. We're supported in this active strength and flexibility. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to come all the way down towards the side we were just bending to. Come onto your elbows. We have elbow directly underneath your shoulder, knees bent. The top hip often wants to creep up and the shoulder collapse. So push away from the floor. Lengthen your top waistline. We're going to start to lift up. So exhale to lift and inhale to lower. I'm using my screen to help me see that my bottom hip kind of wants to dip behind me. We're going to try to keep top hip directly on top of your bottom hip. So we're focusing on flexing, engaging the lower waist. And you're welcome to put your hand there, just like I am. It can be really both soothing, but also give us a lot of feedback. Is this working? And the more we can feel and have that evidence of our hands, our touch, feeling our muscles engage, we know it's worth continuing. Good job. Let's do 5. Think of still lifting through the chest. Really easy to just try to lift and lower. We want that support. Now, stay lifted. Top hand comes behind your head. Keep lifting your hips. Rotate your elbow down towards your hand. Then inhale, lower your hips. Look up towards the ceiling. Lift and rotate above the waist. Then start to lower the hips and open your chest. Exhale, rotate. And then inhale, lower, open your chest. Excellent job. So this one is more complex. So if you're feeling like it's just not working, we can work with the elbow alone. And we're still, as you can see, muscles are still firing. It's a little bit of an add-on to add the lift. And then find the lower, which is still about lifting. So we're never plopping down. We're taking great care to really support ourselves. We're lifting ourselves up through our strength. We got no props, just deep core. Next time, stay lifted or lower and pulse your elbow down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Hope you're feeling the burn. We're going to climb all the way up. Now we're going to fold the mat towards the side we're bending towards. So now I'm going to slide my towel forward. I'm going to kneel and then send my leg out. So as you can see from my waistband, it can be easy to have an uneven situation. If the waistband is uneven, it means my hips or my pelvis is uneven. So we're going to drop that down, lift through your waist, and then reach out really long, and then come on up. I'm anchoring through my straight leg. That's going to help the inner thigh really be part of this and your pelvic floor. So the base of your core is doing a lot. Good, and we've got 5 more. The longer I go out, the more I am positively stressing the muscle, meaning I'm needing to stabilize myself more and more. When I plop down, there's still absolutely effort, but the longer I make this chain, the more I am compelling, asking, and receiving engagement from the muscles. Let's do 2. And you'll feel it in both sides. Stay down here, press your bottom hip forward, lift your chest. Place your top hip behind your head, and you could be on your fingertips or on your hand, or if the floor just feels crazy far away, place something underneath your hand that's stable. Start to slide your straight leg forward, and then slide it back. We're exhaling to connect forward. You're gonna feel a lot of deep internal oblique work, or transverse abdominis, which is right in between your hip bones. Almost like if you were zipping up jeans that felt a little snug, you'd have to engage right there, lock and load. Now adding some spinal movement. As your leg comes forward, lower your top elbow down. As your leg comes back, rotate your chest and throw chin and elbow to the ceiling. Exhaling. And then big inhale, open, 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 open. Good work. Exhale, bottom waist is pushing away from the floor. And then inhale, pull your chest up towards the ceiling to create space. This helps with rotation, meaning you can reach for something in the back seat, no problem. You're going to feel less stiff in your spine. The benefits are endless, but mostly you're just going to feel like your tissue, meaning your whole body, is no longer tight. And when we have that freedom in our body, we have freedom in so many other areas of our life. Our freedom is our foundation in how we feel, look, live. And this is going to help so much. Last time, come forward and a little closest forward with your straight leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send the leg back, open your chest, pulse the leg and elbow back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send your leg out in line with your bent knee. Big inhale, lengthen. Huge exhale. 5. And you're going to come on up. And then we're just going to end. You can just come onto the mat, hip bones over the knees, wiggle the shoulders out, and then side bend from side to side here. Just noticing what feels different, because something will absolutely feel different after this work, where there's more space, where there's maybe even already a greater awareness of these external and internal obliques, the ones we can see, the ones we can't, the ones that are on their way out. Then come all the way up, shake things out, and take a landing breath, roll the shoulders, feel a lift in your chest, feel the support that you now have in your spine to really find that lift no matter what's going on. And you are all done. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.